Okay, we alluded to this off the top before we get to Mac Jones. Wild scene at MetLife Stadium tonight. Aaron Rodgers suffers an ankle injury. Four plays into his Jets debut. First series, he shakes his head at the sideline, takes a seat, carted off the locker room. Speculation out there is that it is an Achilles rupture, I will say. Let's Roll is presented by Town Fair Tire. Apparently they took x-rays. They were negative, but x-rays are what? So it's not broken.
Yeah.
Okay? But what does that mean? Okay, so people are fearing an Achilles. Greg Bedard, your thoughts?
I mean, it's huge. I mean, the Jets were, if they were intact, they were a legitimate Super Bowl threat. And that's just gone. I mean, they have no chance now. It's great news for the Patriots. It makes them at least a game, possibly 2 games better, depending on how you saw those games with the Jets going this year. Better, and they are definitely out of the basement in the AFC East. So, all good things for the Patriots.
Yeah, but if you take the AFC East out of it and how a lot of people here feel about the Jets, it's just bad news for football fans.
It sucks.
I mean, it's bad news for football.
It sucks.
Because you had this game tonight. I was really looking forward to this.
Yep.
You've got Aaron Rodgers' debut against the Bills. The division is going to be a lot more competitive. You have 3 legitimate play. I don't know if the Jets are going to the Super Bowl or Super Bowl contenders, but 3 serious playoff teams in a division with Miami, the Jets, and Buffalo. And now that Aaron Rodgers is out of the mix, it's not just that Aaron Rodgers is not there, Felger, what a great player and entertaining player, but it's that he's being replaced by Zach Wilson, who I used to love. I'm guilty as charged. I saw him in college at BYU, thought he was going to be really good. He's a disaster. So you go from Aaron Rodgers to Zach Wilson, just bad for us football fans.
It's horrible. Whether you're a Jets fan or not, or an Aaron Rodgers fan or not, and I am not. He's great theater. It's great to watch. Yeah. It just sucks for the league, and I do blame him. I blame him.
So how do you blame him?
I'll tell you what.
I'm trying to follow this here.
I bet he wasn't in the best shape. His first week of camp practice, he strained a calf or something.
That was an OTA. That was an OTA.
That was the first time he stepped on the field. He was straining a calf. And I know he made it through training camp. I know he played preseason action, but it was an AstroTurf game. He's used to playing on grass. They were going 1,000,000 miles an hour. I know he's laid off the throttle since he signed that contract. It was obvious last year in Green Bay. Something tells me he just wasn't all the way there, and it doesn't surprise me that this happened to him.
I mean, even the play he got hurt on, he had a guy coming over the middle. He could have just thrown the ball away. And look, the Bills were amped up on defense. Everybody was. It was really fast. You're behind a new line. Like, Aaron's just got to be smarter. But he always reverts to this. From when I covered him with the Packers, he has to be the hero. And I think it hurt him here, literally, when he just could have just thrown the ball in the turf and moved on, but he just can't do that.
You're blaming a 40-year-old man for getting hurt.
Yep.
Maybe that's
or
the
maybe
story.
It's just karma.
Maybe it's the story that he's just 40 years old, almost 40, and it happens.
Karma.
It happens to football.
I have to watch Zach Wilson.
Yeah,
make
right.
Plays like that, just running around, throwing it to nobody across his body. I mean, what are we doing?
Now we got to watch this hammerhead for the rest of the year. Like, now we get back to the Pats, Jets, an empty week.
Yep.
It's so bad for football. That really stinks.